Millennium The Musical. Story, lyrics and melody by Debbie Lynn Thomas. Music by Mike Luetto.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot for old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll drink a cup of kindness yet for the sake of old lang syne.
Based in the north of England, Millennium the Musical is set in 1999, just prior to Christmas and the new millennium. The story revolves around two families, the Rogers and the Wintons, who are forced together by the forthcoming wedding of the Rogers' daughter Sue and the Wintons' son Charles. Scene 1. The Rogers' Lounge. In a corner of the room, a board and easel can be seen, with names and numbers written on. In another corner, Sue is decorating a Christmas tree. Bill is slouched in an armchair in front of the television, his eyes glued to the sports programme. He extinguishes the cigarette he has been smoking in an ashtray balanced on the arm of the chair. He takes a can of beer off the floor by the side of the chair, pulls the tab off, throws it towards the waste bin and misses. He takes a swig of beer and belches loudly. Suddenly, the front door opens and Abby enters, soaking wet. As the door is opened, torrential rain can be heard outside. She bangs the door shut and puts the 4 heavy carrier bags she is carrying on the floor, takes her coat off and shakes it vigorously.
Hiya, Mum.
Hiya, love. Oh, it's chucking it down out there. Oh, the tree looks nice.
Do you get me fags?
Here, catch.
Do you get me lager?
Abby bangs cans of lager on the table.
Do you put the lorry on?
You're on. You and the rest of the neighbourhood.
Oh, don't exaggerate.
So much shopping. Well, why can't they put their own on?
Because it's a syndicate. How many more times? If one wins, we all win, you know. All for one and all that.
Yeah, and Muggins is the one for all. Why can't somebody else do it?
Because I was elected.
Because you're a mug, and when they won't cough up, they know you will.
What?
I don't like going into town every Saturday with all that money. What'd happen if I got mugged before I got chance to put it on?
Well, we'd have to have a quick whip round. You can always nip at newsagents on corner of Falcon Street.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, don't worry. I'd make sure you got it on somehow.
As Sue leaves the room, Ben dashes in, dressed from head to foot in a Manchester United football kit.
It's pissing down out there.
It isn't pissing down.
It bloody is. Look at my programme. It's saturated. And my hat's wet through. Hope it done shrunk. At least my poster's dry.
Were it a good game?
Yeah, United were brilliant.
United.
Yeah, they scored in first minute.
Minute.
Yeah, it were raining that hard. Pitch were almost waterlogged.
Water.
Oh, leave the lad alone.
But there should be a T. T. What happened to T? There's an A and a B and a C, but there isn't a T. There's an L and an M, an N, O and a P. What happened to T? It's as if it had never been invented, as if it had never been said. Can it be only me that's demented? It's the fact that it's buried and dead. Is there really no more to be said? Tea, what has it become? Just a drink in a cup with milk and maybe a bun. Can someone explain to me, why did it cease to be? What happened to tea? I was taught at school to learn my ABC. There was 26 in the alphabet and that included T. Then one dark day, someone took it away. All the others still survive, but now there's 25. My son supports United, meets Peter down the pub. If they win, he'll be delighted. I suppose he should. My husband does a lottery and thinks he's going to win. Is this the way it's gotta be? It really is a sin. Tea. What happened to tea? It's as dead as a dodo in ancient history. Will the day ever come to be when someone will come to me and give me a tea?
Tea, Mum.
Thanks, love.
There should be a tea on table, but there ain't. How come you're so late in any road?
Well, it is nearly Christmas, hadn't you noticed? The shops are packed, the streets are heaving, and the bus queues are a mile long, not to mention the torrential rain.
I said it were pissing down.
Abby sighs and looks at Ben.
Wouldn't you like to go for further education, son? I saw a lad today who was in your class at school. What was his name? Billy something. Anyway, he was on Stockport Road driving a Jag. I thought to begin with, can't be him. Then he pulled up at the traffic lights as I was crossing and shouted, "Hey up, Mrs. R." Then the lights changed and he shot off like the devil was after him.
You mean Billy Wallace?
Yes, that's the lad.
Oh, him. Yeah, he's doing great.
Well, there you go then. He must have pulled his socks up because I remember he really struggled at school. He even copied your homework.
Bloody hell, he must have been bad.
He's also living in a fancy flat with Brassy Brenda in Bramall.
Wasn't she the one that...
Yeah,
Well, maybe she tried to better herself too.
she did that all right. She shacked up with Billy Wallace. Knows which side her bread's buttered, isn't that what you say, Mum? Let's face it, with a fizzog like Billy's, you need some sort of incentive.
Well, he must be doing something right to be living like that.
He is. He's working with his dad, the loan shark. You know what interest they charge? You won't want Billy on your doorstep if you couldn't pay up. He were built like a brick house at school, so I wouldn't want to see him now.
Oh,
What's up with him? He can read and write, can't he?
yes, but...
Well then, what do you want to fill his head full of more rubbish for?
Ben takes a Manchester United Coke out of his pocket and a poster from his inside pocket. As he pulls the ring pull off the Coke, the can sprays all over his poster.
Oh, shit! £2. £2 my coat cost.
Ben is furious his Coke has ruined his poster. Abby looks despairingly at Ben, sighs and turns to Sue.
You'll never guess, Sue. I bumped into an old school friend on the precinct. I haven't seen her in years. We were really close at school, almost like sisters we were. Anyway, we went for a coffee and a catch-up in the M&S cafe. Melinda's doing really well.
Oh, Melinda, is it?
She's got her own bakery and cake shop in Winslow, and she says it's a little gold mine. She even gets soap stars and footballers in.
Hey, if you ever see her again, can you ask her to get me David Beckham's autograph?
No.
Oh.
Her son's doing really well too. He's at Sheffield University studying languages. He wants to be a translator, and her daughter wants to be a doctor.
Hey, what'd you tell her about us?
I told her you were between jobs. We're meeting up next Saturday afternoon for a game of badminton.
You haven't played badminton for years.
No, I haven't. But I used to be quite good before I met you. I thought I'd see if I still am.
Well, don't be getting ideas above your station. She sounds a bit up herself to me.
Oh, God forbid I should try and better myself and mix with someone who actually knows how to speak English.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Well, at least Melinda doesn't miss letters out of words.
Oh no, that old chestnut.
Abby looks at Ben appealingly.
Wouldn't you like to make something of yourself, Ben?
When I were a lad, everything I had was all what other lads had. When I were a kid, everything I did was all what other kids did. When I was a child, I was reckless and wild. I had a plan for life. Now I'm a man, proud that I am. A Man United fan. None of that worry and strife. I got the education of life. I sit there studying the fixtures list. Never move a muscle till I'm carried on pissed. Football is the game. United is the name. Concentrating mental energy where I can. Let's hear it for the football fan.
But wouldn't you like to have more money? Have some pride.
When you're with the crowd and you're shouting out loud, it's a feeling money can't buy. When you're up with the roar and you know they're gonna score, well, it brings a tear to your eye. When you're shouting at the ref and he's making out his death, then suddenly one of them scores. There's nothing to compare with the atmosphere there, when the whole crowd stands and roars. Believe me when I say, there's no amount of pay can make me feel a greater pride than see that cup raised on high. I'll be a faithful red until the day I'm dead, when they'll pay the greatest compliment known to man. Let's hear it for the football, hear it for the football, hear it for the football fan. Let's hear it for the football, hear it for the football, hear it for the football fan.
There's nothing wrong with him, a good tea wouldn't put right.
As Abby sighs, the doorbell rings as Sue comes back into the room.
I'll get it. Don't stand in the doorway, Charles. Come in, come in.
As Sue opens the squeaky door, Charles stands in the doorway and kisses her awkwardly.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Charles.
Oh, I didn't realise it had gotten to that time. I'll just go and get changed. Sit down, I won't be long.
Charles sits down on the settee. There is an uncomfortable silence while both Ben and Bill are fixed on the TV.
Terrible weather, isn't it? Yeah. Did you put the lottery on? Yeah. They had a good result today, Ben?
Yeah.
It's nice to see you, love. How's Annabelle keeping?
Yes, thanks. Mum's fine.
And Tim, how's your dad?
He's okay, thanks.
And how's Dolly?
She's all right, thanks.
It must be awful not being able to see properly.
I thought you were doing the tea. My stomach thinks my throat's been cut.
Abby glares at Bill and on the way out gestures to him to talk to Charles.
Talk to him.
Where you off to tonight, then? Bowling. Oh. Hey, there's something I've been meaning to ask you, man to man like. It's about our Sue. Oh, yes. Is it about the wedding? Yeah, in a manner of speaking. Look, I don't want a belly getting to the altar before the rest of her. You know what I mean? I think there's naught looks worse. I can assure you there's no chance whatsoever of that happening. Oh, so you're taking precautions then? No, I don't need to. You don't? Hey, you're not firing blanks, are you? Because that Kevin down Castor Street. No, I don't need to because we're not having that kind of relationship. You're not? No. What's wrong with you? Nothing.
What's wrong with you then?
Nothing. It's just that I think that should only be part of a loving relationship. I thought you did love her. I do.
Well, why aren't you giving her one then?
Because I think true fulfillment can only be achieved within the sanctity of marriage. So you're a virgin then? Well, yes. And you intend to stay that way till after wedding? Yes. Look. Well, don't you think Abby would have liked you to be a virgin when you married her? I think that would have been virgin on the impossible. You were right goer, Abby.
Both women come back into the room, Abby with a plate of sandwiches and Sue dressed ready to go out.
There you are. Are we ready then?
Dad, we're going out.
It won't take a minute. Here. Are we all ready with scratch cards?
Bill gives everyone a scratch card and 1 pence piece off the table. Simultaneously, they scratch their cards with the coin and all stop together.
Anything?
No.
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 Anything?
No.
No.
No. Can we go now?
Yeah, go on then. Abby, fetch me some chalk.
As Abby goes out of the room, Bill turns to Ben.
Here, help me with the easel.
Both men carry the easel and board to the front of the room. Abby comes back into the room with some chalk.
Why can't we have a quiet Saturday night in front of the telly like normal people?
Because I have to make sure they're all on and they've paid.
And if they haven't, you put it in.
Only if they're on holiday. Or sick. Or a bit short.
We're always a bit short, but nobody ever puts ours in.
Say a line came up and it wasn't covered. What would you say then, eh?
I'd say there's as much chance of that happening as of our Ben going for further education.
Oh, pour the tea, woman, and stop moaning. Ready, Ben?
Ready, Dad. I've got my notebook.
Right then. Pauline and Dave.
Check.
Bob and Teresa.
Check.
Frank and Carol.
Check.
John and Oz.
Check.
Pete and Bernie.
Check.
Phil and Mo.
Check.
Carl and Bernie.
Check.
Paul and Brenda.
Check.
Chris and Christine.
Check.
Andy and Laura.
Check.
Eddie's away for 2 weeks. He forgot to give me his money. Jack's off work with a bad back. I've been round a few times, but he's never in. Or he's in bed and he can hear me. Then there's ours. That's 22. Check.
Check. Then there's our tin Lucky Dips.
Later that evening, the lottery is just finishing on the television. Bill finishes writing the numbers down and turns the television off. Bill and Ben go to the easel and check the numbers against the list.
Anything, Dad?
No, not this week, son. Next week, eh?
This week, next week, sometime never. You'll be saying the same thing in 20 years. That's if we haven't been evicted for not paying the rent and all the other bills that keep mounting up.
I keep telling you, we'll win.
There's 22 lines Saturday and Wednesday, plus your 10 Lucky Dips. That's £58 and not even a tenner.
I keep telling you, how many more times we're gonna win? I'm gonna be rich. Just you wait and see. The hand in the sky one day will be pointing at me. I'm gonna be big. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be everyone's generous buddy and lucrative mate. And after the champagne flows, after the trumpet blows, it's gonna happen. Wait and see. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me on that lottery spree. I'm gonna be rich.
The rent's overdue.
Just unsure of when.
You've rendered us broke with just one stroke of a pen.
I'm gonna be big. It's gonna be great.
The gas bill is due and the lecky is late.
And after the champagne flows,
And after the bailiff goes,
it's gonna happen. Wait and see. It's gonna be me.
Why can't you see?
It's gonna be me.
You're out of your tree.
It's gonna be me on that lottery spree.
And after everything I've told you, you still go on the same. Wasting money every week is driving me insane.
And after everything I've told you, it's only for a while. Okay, we're penny pinching now, but soon you'll live in style.
Yeah, style prison.
Oh, give it a rest. I'm gonna be rich, despite what you say. Who was it that said that every dog has his day? Well, my day will come, and of that I've no doubt. So put up the switch and let the balls out. And after the champagne flows and even the bailiff goes, it's gonna happen, wait and see. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. It's gotta be me. It's gonna be me on that lottery spree.
Scene 2. The Wintons Lounge. The Wintons Lounge is immaculate, tastefully decorated and furnished beautifully. Annabelle dashes through the door. As she closes it, the telephone rings. She hurriedly puts down her shopping bags and answers the phone.
Hello, Annabelle Winton. What? I can't hear you. Who is it? Oh, it's you, Dolly. Yes, I already told you. He'll pick you up about 7. Yes. Yes, I have remembered your special diet and the prunes and fibre. No, I haven't forgotten. Yes, I did. No, you haven't done anything to upset me. I'm just tired. Yes, okay. There's somebody at the door. I'll have to go. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Nothing but mither.
As she picks up the shopping bags, the telephone rings again. Hurriedly, she puts down the shopping bags, but one of the bags falls over and spills all over the floor.
Annabelle Winton. Yes, I did. Bye. Give me strength.
Timothy walks in. The rain can still be heard outside. He takes off his coat and drapes it over a chair. Annabelle picks it up and hangs it in the closet.
Hi, darling. You okay? You look a bit harassed.
You'd look harassed if you'd had the day I've had. And then I just get through the door and your mother's on the phone mithering again.
What does she want?
To be a nuisance as usual. That'll be her again.
Calm down, I'll get it. Timothy Winton? Yes, Jerry, I've got to pick my mother up first, but then we'll be over. Yes, it was a good result. We'll see you later. That was Jerry to say we're eating at 9.
If we can escape from your mother.
Don't exaggerate, she's not that bad. She's just a lonely old woman and we're all she's got.
And don't we know it?
You know, Anne, you can be a real bitch lately. Just because she isn't as top drawer as you doesn't make her any less of a person.
It isn't that, Tim. I'm tired. I'm tired of cooking, cleaning, ironing, and holding down a full-time job. I'm tired of going round in ever-decreasing circles.
Come on, Anne, I help out when I can. I'm not exactly idle myself, you know.
I know you're not, Tim, but having your mother to stay now, just before Christmas, our busiest time, and then again over Christmas, not to mention the family from hell. It's too much, Tim, it really is.
I know, it's a lot to ask, but I can't expect my mother to stay in a flat that reeks of pain. You know what a chest is like.
I know anybody with any sense would wait until summer to have their lounge painted, not just before Christmas.
I told you, Harry said he'd do it cheaper because there's not much work on. It's only for a few days. She won't get in the way.
Yes, she will.
And I'm off Christmas week, so I can do the shopping. I'll even cook the dinner if you like. And the Rogers won't be any trouble. I'm sure they'll be on their best behaviour. You know Charles and Sue want us together for Christmas dinner, so they won't upset anyone.
But why do they have to come here?
Do you really want to go there?
God, no.
Annabelle starts moving ornaments and mats which are slightly off mark, pumping up cushions.
Will you stop tidying up and sit down? You've just said how tired you are.
I can't sit down. I've got too much to do.
What have you got to do that's so urgent?
I've got all this shopping to put away for a start.
I'll put it away.
And I've got to make the bed up for your mother.
Do it later.
I can't do it later. We're going out later, remember? You don't expect me to make the bed up when I'm ready to go out, do you? Sometimes you say the most stupid things.
Sorry I spoke.
Tim goes to the drinks cabinet, takes out a bottle of whiskey and a glass and pours himself a drink.
Don't you think it's a little early for that?
I need one. You're not the only one who's had a bad day. Alex is pressing me to complete the Hanson deal and it's complicated. I need more time.
Then tell him.
It wouldn't do any good. He's like you. He thinks there isn't any. Here, have a drink. We'll get a taxi to Jerry and Caroline's. Now, sit down a minute.
I can't sit down.
What is it?
Nothing. It's nothing. You wouldn't understand.
One of these days you'll push me away once too often.
Irritated, Tim goes out of the room.
Tim.
Back at the Rogers lounge, Bill is talking to himself.
Where would you go? She says. Go on then, if by some miracle you actually won, where would you go? I tell you where, I says. The best place on earth. And that is, she says, Blackpool, I says. Blackpool, she says. Why on earth would you want to go Blackpool of all places? I'll tell you why, I says. When I were a lad, everything I had, well, it didn't amount to much. When I were a kid, everything I did, well, I lacked the Midas touch. When I were a child, I was reckless and wild. The one thing comforted me. On the 29th of May, every year on that day, we went to Blackpool by the sea. Blackpool, soak up the atmosphere, Blackpool. You're gonna love it here, come on in. Everything is just waiting here for you in Blackpool. Walking the golden mile, Blackpool. Wearing a sunny smile, it's all here. It's just waiting for you. We went in a tower, it weren't much to pay. And if it were raining, we'd stay there all day. See Reginald Dixon, if we were in luck. Amy Mother would swoon when his organ come up. In Blackpool, soak up the atmosphere, Blackpool. You're gonna love it here, can't believe. Here I am, riding on the tram in Blackpool. Getting your money's worth, Blackpool. It's heaven here on earth, come on in. It's just waiting for you. packet and light up herself. Blackpool, soak up the atmosphere. Blackpool, you're gonna love it here. Come on in. Everything is just waiting here for you. In Blackpool, I say and kiss me quick. Blackpool, giving you rock a lick. It's all here. It's just waiting for you. Blackpool by night and the fun of the fair. We'd yell on the rise with our legs in the air. A big bag of chips, candy floss on a stick, and standing on line on the front being sick. Them were the days. In Blackpool, soaks up the atmosphere. Blackpool, you're gonna love it here. Come on in. Everything is just waiting here for you. In Blackpool, every cheery style. Blackpool, here on the coast of File. It's all here. It's just waiting for you. Blackpool, soak up the atmosphere. Blackpool, you're gonna love it here. Come on in. Everything is just waiting here for you. In Blackpool, it's like a second home. Blackpool, stuff the Millennium Dome. It's all here. It's just waiting for you. I love Blackpool.
Voice cast: Debbie Lynn Thomas as Abby, Dolly and Sil. Jane Hall as Annabelle and Mo. Dominic Lowe as Ben and Tim. Patrick Mackenzie as Bill, Charles and Jason. Gabby Boswell as Caroline and Ronnie. Denise Eade as Bernie. Katie Rose McQuillan as Sue. Harriet Elizabeth as the narrator.